Welcome, weebs and gamers. This is AG here, back with my new deck profile. It's going to be on one of the new Gochiusa decks. It just got its new set recently, and it vastly improved not only the old decks, but also has the new Bloom deck that you can play too. I'll probably do a deck profile on that later on, but this is the one that I'm playing first because this is the one that I knew I was going to like just from when I read the set spoilers, which is the updated Rabbit House deck because, you know, it's has the old broken level 3 and basically just has like a bunch of new good cards added to it. So, yeah, we'll get to this. Yeah, I got my Maya mat here. So first, I'll just do the zeros. So first we have the level 0 WEISS. Basically, this is a extremely good card. Basically has this kind of profile that a few other sets have gotten. I know Symphogear has one, and I think maybe like one or two others also has it. But the profile is called a WEISS effect because of this card. It's basically just come and play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Rabbit House to your hand, and then discard one. So it's basically just a way better version of the old school, like you can reveal top card of your deck. If it's traded, add it to hand and discard, because you get to look at 3, right? So extremely good card, and it's also 2500 attack, which is really, really good power actually. Like you would think that would be like this would be a 1500 card or something, but it's 2500 power, so really good. Next we have, this is one of the new cards from the new set. It is the Cheery, so when you sent to waiting room from field, you can discard one and look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Choose a level 1 or higher, add it to your hand. And so that would already be a good card that you'd probably consider playing. But then it's also a double rare, so it has an even better secondary effect, which is when it comes into play, you can reveal a top card of your deck. And if it's a Bloom, Blue, or Rabbit House, you can give any of your characters 2k power for turn, including herself. So if you just need her to be a 3k attacker, you can do that. If you want to buff level 1 combo or something, you can do that. Extremely, extremely good card. Next we have 3 of the Brainstorm. I mean, this is just typical tap self, search Brainstorm. Nothing really to say here, other than the fact that this card, you need it in back row to early play the WEISS, because the WEISS needs the 2 specific cards in back row. So other than that, it's basically just a standard Brainstorm. Yeah, you need it for the early play, so you got to play this one. Next, we have 3 of this new Drop Search Cocoa. This is the foil version. Basically, this card is a 2-card combo with another card. I think I'll show you right after this. Basically, makes this card. It's kind of the same thing with this, where it's a Drop Search, so you'd probably already be playing like two copies anyway, right? But then also has the effect of when it's coming to play, you can check top 2 and rearrange, which is also really good. Bang Dream has the same thing as a promo, and I really liked that card in the Bang Dream deck. So when Gochiusa got this, I was like, oh hell yeah, we're definitely playing this now. And then it also goes with this next card. So this card is a really, really broken common card, and honestly speaking, if Gochiusa does become a meta deck and starts winning again, I could see this card getting banned. It is that good. Basically, because it works extremely well with these 2 cards, and also sort of this card, because this is a free top check. But basically, it is come and play, mill the top card of your deck, and if you mill a Climax, you can search your deck for 2 characters and add them to your hand. Basically, no downside at all. And so you can basically just play this, search for this if you don't already have it, and then check top 2, rearrange. If there's a Climax there, you stack it, bam, search 2 for free. Crazy, crazy good card. Yeah, I could see it getting banned possibly. It is definitely in contention for that. Next we have 2 of this Cocoa back row. Just 500 to front, and you can rest any 2 characters, doesn't even have to be her, which is really good, and give one of your characters on reverse blind stock. Very good card, especially since Rabbit House requires you to have quite a decent amount of stock for endgame. So getting extra stock throughout the game is always good. Even though it's blind, but still, you can always just attack last with that one. That way you can pay it out much easier. And then I think the last card is one copy of the... slightly over... There we go. One copy of just the Climax Swapper. So just pay one, ditch a Climax, salvage a Climax. Very standard effect, but basically... I'd say any deck in 2021 that has that effect in their set, you should probably play at least one copy, because being able to swap out Climaxes is extremely good. Next, onto the level 1s. So we're still playing the old level 1 on reverse search Chino. I don't know, Rabbit House didn't really get a new profile. So you kind of just play this old one, but it still goes with pants, which is really good. I think it was like one of the first on reverse search combos that went with pants, other than like random other stuff. So, and having it being pants is really good. And also, the deck just has like a much better like level 1 defense line now. So this being decent power across turn, which is 55 at least, basically, plus other things. Compared to some other like more modern combos, like the blue combo, which is where it's just like 4k on your opponent's turn, so it's like really, really weak. This one's at least 55, and you can possibly defend it. So I really like this one still. Actually, just works really well in this deck particularly. Like normally you would think on reverse search it wouldn't be that good anymore, but just in this deck particularly, it actually is really good. And it goes combo with this new card. This is a new uncommon. I think it's an uncommon, or no, it's actually just a common. Risei. Her effect is just if you have 2 or more rabbits on field, she gains 2k power for turn. So she's literally just a 106k attacker with no downside basically. And then she's also an on-field counter. So it's just very good. You can, if one of your other characters attacks, you can just send her to waiting room and buff your other card by 15. So helps defend these. And also you can make, if your opponent's gonna crash a lane, you can possibly like sack this on purpose just to keep their card alive, and then get reverses with this, or the blind stock or whatever. So really, really good card. Next we have 2 of this foil. It's literally just a 102k counter. New Gochi never actually had this before, or I think if it did, it was like in yellow or green, in the yellow and green deck. I can't remember. So now they have just a regular 102k counter. So really good. Have the foils for that one as well. And then the last card is just this bomb. Just anti-early play bomb. And also has a really good secondary effect, which is if you have experience 2, because it's supposed to be used in the blue deck, but you can just play it in this too, because it's Chino. Then you can just, when it comes into play, you can give a character plus 15 and hexproof for a turn. So really, really good for if you're level 2 and you want to just give one of your characters or your early plays hexproof so they can't kill you with random jank. Next we have the level 2s. So we have 2 of this Cocoa back row. You have to play this because it goes with the Risei. This is the other card you need in back row for with the Brainstorm to early play Risei. Just level 3s in front game 2k, and when you play it you can give someone 1k. So not actually that very good of a card, but just the fact that you need to play it is for the early play. So, and it's still a good, decent support, right? And then one of each of these counters. So this is the old refresh counter, a very, very good card. I think any deck that can play refresh counter also should probably play it. And this is a just a new, like a level 2 anti-early play sack counter, because in this deck you can't play the 1-0 banned one because Gochiusa has the choice one of. So unfortunately, but now at least it has this now, which is just like a kind of more standard level 2 counter, not as broken as the other one. And then that's it for level 2s. And then finally we have the level 3s. So we have the other broken card, the 3/2 Cocoa Chino. It's just crazy good. It just goes to 18k for like no downside. Just really, really dumb. And basically it's just on attack, pay 2, ditch 2, burn 1 twice with gate. And also has draw 2, ditch 1. So this card, frankly, basically it does everything. It's so good. I don't know. I'm hesitant to call it the best finisher in the game, but it's definitely up there for sure. Next we have the old 3/2 early play Risei. So this is the one you need the 2 back rows for. So it'll just come and play heal, and on attack it gets 2k for the turn. So it's pretty good because like if you have the level 2 back row and this, that's like 13.5 like minimum. So that's pretty decent power for a level or early play swinging. Usually they're not that big. They're more maybe like 11, 12. So it being 13.5 is really good. And then finally we just have this. This is the new Halloween Chino. So it's just also early play with 2 or less climaxes in waiting room, and also has the generic like ditch 1 heal to stock, and but she gets 1k each for each of your back row. So she's actually just 11k most of the time, which is really good. Sometimes early plays are kind of weak on your cornerstone, but she's just 11k. So super good. And that's it for level 3s. I feel the level 3s are like very streamlined. You don't really need too much tech when you just kind of hoard these and like play these and hope you win the game kind of thing. And then the final cards are just the climaxes. So we have 4 of the pants and 4 of the door. Level 1 combo, level 3 combo. And plus the gate pants. Gate pants is an extremely good climax lineup. But yeah, nothing else to really say about that. I definitely think this is the best build of Gochiusa right now. I don't think the Bloom deck is better than this deck. The new Bloom deck is definitely still good, but I don't think it's as good as this deck, just because this deck has access to like the really old stuff that's really broken, like the Rise level 0, 3/2 Coco Chino, and it's just extremely solid overall. I can't really fault this deck for anything. Like it's just extremely solid deck. But yeah, that's about it. Probably get some games for this coming up soon. Post those, and yeah, look forward to that. This is EIJI'S signing out, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to remember to do that for the algorithm. But yeah, see you guys.